Very good morning, students. Welcome to Aman Suri School of Mathematics. In today's class, we are going to discuss exercise 11.2 of chapter Perimeter and Area, chapter 11 for class 7. In the previous video, we have already discussed questions for exercise 11.1. I hope you have done enough practice for those questions. So let's start with the word problems for exercise 11.2. Today's exercise is based on the perimeter and area, or especially the area for parallelogram and area of triangle. So first let's see what are the formula for a parallelogram and for a triangle's area. Now as you can see in this diagram, a parallelogram is given. Let's suppose the base of the parallelogram is represented by the symbol B and the height of the parallelogram is represented by the symbol H. Then there is a simple formula for area of parallelogram which is given by the product of base and height, or it can also be written as the base multiplied by height, that is b multiplied by h in this case. Now as we all know that when a parallelogram is joined by the diagonal, it divides the whole parallelogram into two equal triangles. So coming on to the area of a triangle now, for a triangle let us suppose the altitude or the height is given by h and the base on which this altitude is coming is represented by b. So the area of triangle is given by a simple formula, half multiplied by base multiplied by height. If you compare it to the area of parallelogram was base multiplied by height. As I have told you, when we join the points of the opposite vertices of a parallelogram, we get a diagonal. And since the diagonal divides the parallelogram into two triangles, so the area of each triangle is half of the area of parallelogram. So in this case, it is represented by half into b into h. So these two formula are going to be extensively used in all the word problems for the exercise 11.2. So let's begin with question number 1. In question number 1, we are supposed to find the area of the parallelogram. Now there are different parts of this question that are given. I am going to solve one of the parts and remaining parts are also supposed to be solved in the similar manner. So here as you can see, the base of the parallelogram is given as 2.5 centimeters and the height is given as 3.5 centimeters. So first let's write what is the formula for area of parallelogram. As I have told you earlier also, it is very important to present your answer also in a proper manner. So area of parallelogram, first of all we are supposed to write the formula base multiplied by height, and as you can see in the first step I have written what all values are given to us. So representing your answer or presenting your answer in the exam is again a very important part. So now we substitute the values. This can be written as 2.5 multiplied by 3.5. Here there is no need to show the multiplication, that part you can do in rough, and here you can write the direct answer. In this case the answer is 8.75, and as I've told you earlier also, for area it is very important to write the units. So for area, since the units here for base and height are in centimeter, so for the area the units will be centimeter square. So hence the area of this parallelogram is 8.75 centimeter square. So please don't write direct answers until and unless the question is asked in MCQs. Question number 2, we need to find the area of the triangles. Now there are different parts again given for this question. I am going to solve one of the parts here. Here as you can see a triangle, again let's write what is the value of the base. Base is given as 5 centimeters and the height is given as 3.2 centimeters. So since both the units are same, both of them are in centimeters, so there is no need to convert any unit. Let us first write the area of triangle. The formula for area of triangle is half multiplied by base multiplied by height. Let's put the values. We can write it as 1 upon 2 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 3.2. Now clearly 2 and 3.2 can be cancelled. 2 ones are and 2 1.6. So in the next step we write this as 5 multiplied by 1.6, or the answer can be written as 8.0 centimeter square. So this can also be written, since there is only 0 after the decimal, this can also be written as 8 centimeters square. So just step by step presentation of your answer will get you full marks. So please write your answer in a proper manner after writing what is given, after writing the formula and everything. Let's begin with question number 3 now. In question number 3, you are given the area of a parallelogram which is 48.72 centimeters square and the height is given as 8.4 centimeters. Since both the units are same, centimeters square and centimeters, so there is no need to convert any unit into the other form. In this question, we are supposed to find the value of the base. So let's start by writing the formula. Area of parallelogram, as we all know, is given by the product of base and height. So area of parallelogram can be written as b multiplied by h. Let's put the values now. Area of parallelogram is already given as 48.72 is equal to 8.4 multiplied by base is b here. In the next step, we will take 8.4 on the other side. From multiplication, it will change to division. So b can be written as 48.72 divided by 8.4. Now most of the times I have seen that the students leave the answer here only just because they have this fear how to solve this kind of division. So this is a very simple step, children. Here first of all what you need to do is you need to convert the decimal terms into fractions. So 48.72 can be written as 4872 upon 100. Why 100? Because after the decimal there are two digits. Similarly, when you remove the decimal for 8.4, you'll get 8.4 upon 10, and eventually this 10 will also go in the numerator. So this can be written as multiplied by 10, which we got from the denominator, and multiplied in the denominator we'll write 84. So here clearly 10 can be cancelled with this. Now the number here at one's place is 2 and the number here at one's place is 4. So we can start cancelling the terms with the table of 2. 2 42s are, and here when you cancel the terms you'll get 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8, 2 36 are 72 if you remember. Now clearly again these terms can be cancelled with the table of 2. 2 21s are 1218. If you don't know how to multiply or how to divide the terms mentally, please divide it in rough. 2 4 3 6. If you divide by 2, then clearly 2 1s are 2, 4 will come down, 2 2s are 4. Then in the next step 3 will come down, 2 1s are 2 again. On subtracting you'll get 1 here, and this 6 will come down, so 2 8s are 16. This is how we got 1218. So in the next step now 1218 and 21. Now if you remember the laws of addition or the laws of divisibility, then these terms can be cancelled either with the table of 3. Let's check whether it is divisible by 3 or not. 2 plus 1 is 3. 8 plus 1 9, 9 plus 2 is 11, 11 plus 1 is 12. So 12 is also divisible by 3, hence these both terms can be cancelled with the table of 3. Let's cancel those. 3 7s are, and 3 406. Why 406? Now this is a very important step, as I have told you earlier also. If you have a term 1218 and you want to divide it by 3, let's do it by long division. 3 4s are 12 you will get. You'll get the number 1 here. Now as we all know, if this number is smaller than the divisor, then we need to bring down the other number also. But before we bring down the other number, we are supposed to put a 0 here. So then we write 8 here, and 3 6 are 18. This is how you get the term 406, not 46. Please don't mistake that. Now the terms 7 and 46 can be cancelled with the table of 7. 7 ones are 7, 5s are 35. Please do the mental calculation. 5 will be the remainder and 6 you will bring down. So 7 8s are 56. So in the numerator eventually you will be left with 58, and in denominator it is 10. This can again be converted into decimal, so we can write the answer as 5.8, and the units with this will be centimeters. So this gives you the base of the parallelogram. The cancellation part or the solution part here has to be shown in the answer. Please don't calculate in rough and write the direct answer here. All the steps have to be written one after the other. Now in question number 4, you are given the area of triangle, which is 1256 millimeters square, and the height is given as 31.4 millimeters. In this question also you are supposed to find the value of the base. So first step is to write the formula for whatever is given, whether it is a parallelogram or it is a triangle. We know for area of triangle it is 1 upon 2 multiplied by base multiplied by height. Triangle's area is already given. Let's put the value 1256 is equal to 1 upon 2 multiplied by base we need to calculate, so we keep the value b, and height is 31.4. Now in the next step, when we take a fraction a upon b to the other side of equal to, it changes into its reciprocal, so we write it as b upon a multiplied by whatever term is given. The same rule we are going to apply here also. When you take 1 by 2 to the other side, it will change to 2 upon 1. So we can write b is equal to 1256 multiplied by 2 upon 1 multiplied by, now this term 31.4, when it goes to the other side from multiplication it will change to division. 31.4. In the next step, again we can convert this 31.4 into fractions. So we can write this as 1256 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 10. Why 10? Because when we remove the decimal of this 4, we'll get the denominator as 10, and eventually this denominator will go in the numerator. This whole term is divided by 314 multiplied by 1. So let's write this term here. 1256 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 10 whole divided by 314. Question number 4. In question number 4, you are given the area of a triangle and you are also given the height. We are supposed to calculate the base of this triangle. So let's write down the base as B, and let's write the formula for area of triangle. So area of triangle will be equal to 1 upon 2 multiplied by base multiplied by height, or area of triangle can be written as, let's put the value 1256 is equal to 1 upon 2 multiplied by base multiplied by height, which is 31.4. In the next step, we need to take the two numbers or numerical values on the other side. So this can be written as B is equal to 1256 multiplied by 2 upon 1. When we take a fraction a upon b to the other side of equal to, it changes into its reciprocal. And similarly, 31.4 can be written as 1 upon 31.4. Now 31.4 has a decimal, so when we remove this decimal, we'll get 10 here, which eventually in the next step will go to the numerator. So when we start, or when we write the terms, we can write b is equal to 1256 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 10 whole divided by 1 multiplied by 314. Now if you want, you can cancel the terms with the table of 2 also, or you can directly cancel the terms. 314 ones are and 314 fours are. So this will give you the answer as 4 multiplied by 2, that is 8, and 8 multiplied by 10, that is 80, and the units with this will be millimeters. So this gives you the base of the triangle. Now moving on to question number 5. PQRS is given as a parallelogram and QM is the height from Q to the base SR. Similarly, QN is given as the height from Q to the base PS, and some values are also given. So first of all, let's write those values. In the first part, you are given the value of SR, which is equal to 12 centimeters, and you are given the value of QM, which is 7.6 centimeters. In the part A, you are supposed to find the area of the parallelogram PQRS. So let's write the formula for this parallelogram. Area of parallelogram PQRS will be equal to product of base and height. Now if you see the parallelogram clearly, taking the base as SR and taking the height as QM, it will be taken as the product of SR and QM, and there is one more base and corresponding height to this. So the area of the parallelogram can be written in another way also. We can write area of parallelogram PQRS as the base BS multiplied by the corresponding height for this will be taken as QN. Now let's see what all values are given to us and what we are supposed to calculate. In the first step, we are supposed to calculate the area of the parallelogram. Now, if you see the terms clearly, the value of SR is also given and the value of QM is given, and both the values are given in centimeters. So let's substitute the values. So area of PQRS will be equal to SR means 12 multiplied by QM means 7.6. So this you can solve by long multiplication method. 12 multiplied by 7.6, we can remove the decimal and write this as 76. 6 2s are 12 you will get, 6 1s are 6 plus 1 will give you 7, 7 2s are 14, and 7 1s are 7 plus 1 will give you 8. So this gives you the answer 912, but since we have a decimal also, so it will be 91.2 centimeter square. Now for finding the value of QN, where PS is already given to you, we are going to make use of this parallelogram, because whatever with the base and height, the area of the parallelogram will remain same. So here let's put the value as 91.2. PS is already given in the question, which is 8 centimeters, and QN you are supposed to find. So let's write this as QN. In the next step, we can take 8 on the other side. From multiplication, it will change to division. So QN can be written as 91.2 divided by 8. Now again, it's either your mental calculation or you can do it by the long division method also. So when you divide 91.2 divided by 8, clearly we can write 8 ones are 8 first, 11 you'll get as the remainder. So when you divide again, you'll get 8 ones are 8. Put the decimal, 32 you will get, and 8 fours are 32. This you can practice by the long division method also. So eventually you have the value of Qn also, and you have calculated the area of PQRS. So both the parts A and B of question 5 are done. Now, similar question is given for question number 6 also. You are given DL and BM as the heights of the sides AB and AD of the parallelogram ABCD. And in this case, the area of parallelogram is already given to you. And also you are given the bases AB and AD. You need to find the lengths of the corresponding heights. So first, let's write the formula. Area of parallelogram ABCD will be equal to, now this can be written in two forms. First, let's take the base as AB and the corresponding height for AB is DL. Similarly, the area of parallelogram ABCD can also be written by using the other base and height, which in this case is AD as the base and BM is the corresponding height. Now the area of ABCD is already given. Let's put the value 1470. Value of AB is also given as 35. Let's put that value multiplied by DL. So this is very simple. You just need to take 35 on other side and divide. DL will be equal to 1470 upon 35. Let's cancel with the table of 7. 7 5s are 35, 7 2 4s are 14, 7 1s are 7 and 7 zeros are. Again you can cancel the terms with the table of 5. 5 4s are 20 and 2s are 10. So DL will be equal to 42 centimeters. Similarly, when you are coming to the other part, area of ABCD is given as 1470. Now in this case, the value of AD is given as 49 multiplied by BM, which we are supposed to calculate. So we take 49 on the other side. BM can be written as 1470 divided by 49. We can cancel the terms with the table of 7. 7 sevens are 49 and 7 210s are. Again with the table of 7. 7 ones are and 7 30s are. So BM will be equal to 30 centimeters. So this is how you calculate the corresponding heights if the area and base is given to you. Let's start with question number 7 now. In question number 7, you are given a right angle triangle at A, which is the triangle ABC. Let's draw this triangle first. So here you are given at point A, the angle is 90 degree. Let us take the altitude or the height as AC, which is 12 centimeters. And the base in this case is AB, which is equal to 5 centimeters. BC is representing your hypotenuse, which is given as 13 centimeters. And from A, on the base BC, there is a perpendicular which is drawn, and the name of this perpendicular is AD. So we are supposed to find the area of the triangle, and also we are supposed to find the length of AD. So let's first write the formula for area of triangle ABC. For area of triangle ABC, the formula is half multiplied by base. In this case, the base is represented by the side AB multiplied by height, which is represented by AC. Or this can be written as 1 upon 2 multiplied by. Now if you see clearly, AB is given as 5 centimeters and AC is given as 12 centimeters. So 2 and 12 can be cancelled. So the answer will be equal to 30 centimeter square. Now also corresponding to the other base, that is BC, you have an altitude AD. So let us write another formula, half multiplied by BC multiplied by AD. Now since the value of area you have already calculated, 30 is equal to 1 upon 2 multiplied by base BC, which is given as 13 multiplied by AD, or AD is equal to 30 multiplied by 2 upon 13. When we take 1 by 2 to the other side, it will change to 2 upon 1 and 13 will come in the denominator. So this can be written as 60 divided by 13, which on dividing will give you the answer as 4.62 centimeters. So I hope this question is clear to you. Now moving on to the next question, which is question number 8. You are given an isosceles triangle ABC in which the sides AB and AC are given as 7.5 centimeters each, and the base BC is given as 9 centimeters. Also you are given the height AD from A to BC, which is 6 centimeters. Again the question is you need to find the area of triangle ABC. So for area of triangle ABC, let's write the formula again. Half multiplied by the base. Base in this case is BC multiplied by the height AD, which is also given. So let's substitute the values. This will be 1 upon 2 multiplied by base of value of BC is given as 9 and value of AD is given as 6. So when you multiply or divide these terms, you'll get the answer as 27 centimeters square, which will give you the area of the triangle. Now there is a second part of the question also, in which case you are supposed to find what will be the height from C to AB. Height from C to AB is represented by CE. Again, as I have told you earlier also, just by taking the corresponding base and the height, the formula can be written in another way. So here, if we are taking the height as CE, the corresponding base for that will be taken as AB. Now, area of triangle we have already calculated, 27 is equal to 1 upon 2. CE we are supposed to calculate, and AB the value is given as 7.5. So let's solve this. CE can be written as 27 multiplied by 2 divided by 7.5, or in the next step you can write 27 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 10. Why 10? Because when we remove the decimal for 7.5, we'll get 10 in the denominator, which will go in the numerator. Whole divided by 75. So 27 and 75 clearly can be cancelled with the table of 3 also. 3 nines are, and 3 25s are. Now 9 twos are 18, and 10 and 25 can be cancelled with the table of 5. 5 twos are 10 and 5 fives are 25. So this can be written as 36 divided by 5. So when you solve this question by the long division method, 5 sevens are 35 you will get, 1 will be the remainder. If you put a decimal, you'll get 0. So 7.2 centimeters will be the answer for the corresponding altitude. So I hope all these questions are clear to you, children. Please try and solve them with your own hand in your practice copy. Until and unless you solve all the questions and all the concerned examples, you won't feel that confidence. And I'm sure after solving the questions also, if you have any doubt, you can leave a message in the comment box. And as I have informed earlier, free online tuitions for classes 7th and 8th are going to commence from Monday, that is January 18. So please, in case you wish to enroll yourself free of cost, you need to send a WhatsApp message on the given number. Keep watching my videos and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.